could produce $1 to $2 trillion in damage. Katrina, and they use this example, Katrina was 200 billion. We're talking about satellites. There's 900 up in the sky, 900, 945, about half of ours. Our communication satellites, everything is going to be impacted by the solar flares, the biggest in history. Our communication infrastructure. We know it's coming. We know precisely it's coming. Also, what's interesting, too, is we follow the blood red total lunar eclipses very closely, especially when they're over Jerusalem. We have in 2014, on the first day of Passover and the first day of Sukkot, blood red lunar eclipses that will be centered in Israel, in the Middle East. And then again in 2015, back to back, 14 and 15. This has happened 7 other times since Christ was born. Time of his birth. The last time was in 1967, around the time of the Six-Day War. We had this experience in 67 and 68. The time before that was in 1948. When Israel became a state and then was in a war. We had this 2014-2015 effect in 1949 and 1950. The time before that was in 1492, the last year of the Spanish Inquisition. And we're digging some stuff up on the previous 4 years. There's not a lot of history in the books, but we're finding a tremendous amount of Jewish persecution that took place during these other tetrads in previous years, the other 4 previous years. So based on that pattern there, 1492, 48, 67, and with everything that's taking place in the Middle East right now, we believe that 23 and 2014 is going to be very, very significant. And the rabbis look at blood red moons as an omen of war. And then the 2017 is the 50th anniversary of Jerusalem. 2018 is the 70th anniversary of Israel's statehood. And we have another blood red lunar eclipse on July 27th. A lot of these fall on Jewish festivals. Our Purim. Purim was a very significant one a couple years ago, but July 27th is going to fall on Tu B'Av, which is a wedding. It has a wedding. It's a very seldom festival, but it has a wedding significance. And a lot of Jews like to have weddings on this day, Tu B'Av. Wedding celebration. Very interesting. That's 2018. That's three years out, a little over 3 years out from 2015, 4 years out from 2014. So we are watching closely on our website. We have a lot more in front of my website at watch.org. We have a timeline with a lot more information on what's taking place between 2010 and 2019. There are some really incredible things happening. They're biblically relevant. And then, my wife, Claudia, here to pray for us. We must continue on. My wife will pray for us after I get this slide. This is something for us to remember. That we must continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. A peace that will only occur when Jesus returns to the New Jerusalem to begin his 1,000-year millennial reign. And I am telling my friends that are Jews also that when you pray for the peace of Jerusalem, you're praying for our Messiah to return to bring you that peace